All right, so today is day number 11 of completely restarting my business from scratch. It is also day number 3 of me quitting caffeine, and something big happened because a few days ago, one of my clients signed a $12,000 deal, and I got a few other client wins that I want to show you today, walk through everything that's gone on, because those 4 clients that I've onboarded have absolutely been crushing it. Okay, so the first client, and I'm not going to use any names in this video, but we'll call him T, absolutely crushed that $12,000 deal, which is probably why you clicked this video. And the way that he did that is what I want to explain right now. So he works in a market very similar to myself, and essentially the way that we were able to work together to create something that someone would actually be willing to pay that much for was by taking his super unique skill when it comes to customer acquisition and combining it with a kind of holistic approach, finding what people actually want and what I like to call a unique mechanism. So essentially in marketing, and when you want someone to buy your stuff, you have got the offer. The offer is the one line that describes what you do, who you do it for, and what they can expect in how long. And then the rest of your marketing is just how much proof that you can provide that actually backs up that that is true. And essentially what we did throughout this entire process is, instead of worrying about the big number that we can throw out, because that's what a lot of marketing is. It's how many clients can I sign you? It's, oh my word, how quickly can I get the money back? Or will I send you an additional money on top of it if I don't get the results? But instead, we focused on something a little bit different that I haven't seen many people talk about, which is called a unique mechanism. Essentially, you've got the who, what, where, when, why, but the big thing that no one actually talks about with the offer is the how. How does it actually happen? And the how is a big part of what makes marketing good, because again, the key to marketing is not to be better than your competitors, it is to be different than your competitors. So if you can have a how that isn't the same as your competitors, people are automatically going to add believability that your stuff works because it's completely different from what they are seeing from everyone else in the market right now. And I want to explain how you can create something similar for your own business. So if I had to sum up the process of actually doing this, the unique mechanism comes down to one thing, and that is going to be their lifestyle benefits and how it actually gets executed. That's the place to start. So for example, let's say that we run a traditional business that is a coaching company and we do consulting with people, and then in addition to consulting, we have an inner circle and a mastermind. Okay, completely super standard stuff. How am I going to turn this into a unique mechanism that makes people perceive me as different and as a result buy? Well, the answer comes down to the lifestyle benefits of achieving a result. Now, it is one thing, let's say, for example, we have an online fitness offer. I feel like that's all we talk about when it comes to examples, but we have an online fitness offer where we'll say that we'll lose somebody 30 pounds in 30 days. I don't know if that's realistic or not, or if it's been run before, but let's just say that's the offer that we run. Now, there are a million ways to do that. Someone can do strength training to do that. Someone can run a marathon to do that. Someone can do boxing to do that. There's so many ways of doing that. And essentially, the best way to create a unique mechanism is by finding their lifestyle and what it can look like as a result of using the actual system that we have. So maybe everyone in the market right now is talking about weightlifting, but what if you find a way that with 2 HIIT boxing sessions a week and a certain diet to follow that again allows them to eat chocolate on the weekends, for example, they will still achieve that same result. And essentially what you want to do is you want to find all the lifestyle things that people want while still achieving your result, so you can minimize the sacrifice that they have to make. So for example, again, if we have more of a business style offer, let's say for people that we teach them how to start a new business, if we can reduce the amount of time that they spend working on things that they don't like, for example, maybe they don't like cold calling. So we just say to them, okay, you'll be able to get this result without doing any cold calling, without doing any outbound messaging. That automatically creates a unique mechanism for us. And then all we have to do is slap a name on the new thing that we do and attach some form of principle to it. For example, what I do is called first principle scaling. That is a scientific concept that explains to focus on the most basic reason why something happens, and it overall explains the entire process of how my company and how my scaling actually works. I just focus on the most important things, which are the product and making these videos, and that is all I do all day. So essentially, if you can hone in to that very simple mechanism, you can have an offer similar to T and then close a $12,000 deal just like he did. So another massive win this week is actually on the screen right over there, but you probably won't be able to see that. It's a guy that I'm super close friends with. I'll probably sit him down and do an interview in the very near future. But essentially, they're in probably the most unique niche that I've ever seen. They help video game map creators do what they do best, and they essentially enable them to get more players to the maps that they create. And him and I have been working together, and we rolled out essentially a marketing campaign over the last few weeks. And it operates in the same series style, kind of the way that I'm doing right now, and has been absolutely crushing and getting a crazy amount of DMs. I'm actually going to see if I can zoom in and show you right now. But if you look right here, that shows like an inbound DM that he's been getting, and then also just a bunch of people saying like, hey, can we book calls with you? I want to speak with you. I want to work with your business, et cetera, et cetera. And all he's done is a very similar strategy, something that I kept talking about again and again and again on this channel, which is essentially if you can find a way with your organic content to position an overall goal and have a series behind it, you are going to be able to absolutely crush with your marketing and overall client acquisition efforts. So that's another win that I wanted to share from this week with the clients that I have onboarded. And finally, I want to give you a recap and what I actually have planned for the entire holiday season. So today's actually the 21st, and it's honestly pretty boring what I have planned for the next week because it's going to be Christmas time. People are going to be with their families. People are going to be planning their New Year's. So it's going to be very difficult for both myself and my clients, go super aggressive on the marketing and sign on a bunch of people. However, to that exact same extent, this is the best time for me personally to focus on a few things. The first thing I've got, which I mentioned at the start of this video, is quit caffeine. Caffeine is something I've been addicted to for a long time, so I'm gonna try and quit that. I'm already on day 3. I experienced a lot of the withdrawal headaches and whatnot, so hopefully that can get better. And if I actually calculate it properly, I should be like completely A-okay, full speed again by January 1st. And then in addition to that, the other thing I'm gonna be doing is just honing in to make my product as good as possible. I know this is a new business, but I wanna get my onboarding process near automated and dialed in, and I want to have a system for consistently delivering because I've got a lot of people that want to get onboarded for this new offer, and I just need the infrastructure to be able to handle it. So that's gonna be my focus over the Christmas season. Again, I'm gonna keep my videos daily, keep you guys updated with what's going on, and yeah, I hope you got value worth your time, and I will see you tomorrow.